Well, hello. Is anybody there? Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Hey, how's it going, eh? So, I'm Canadian Chris, and I'm sure you were expecting the other guy, the other Chris, my buddy who runs this channel. He's the one who's retired out there and working for you. This is just a secret live stream here because well, let me tell you, Chris came home the other day after his live stream and he was a little bit upset, I gotta say. He 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 was talking about that he did a live stream and that the gimbal was all shaky, and he said it looked like when you go into the corner to get the puck out and dig the puck out, and it was just too shaky for people to watch. So he takes this YouTube stuff real serious, and I don't like that. I preferred being retired watching hockey highlights myself. But he's always working, and he always tells me he's working for you. So I thought, what do you know? Between you and me, a little secret I'll tell you is that it's his birthday today. So I thought I'd go out and I'd buy the fella a gimbal. Just to show him that even though I don't help out much, that I like to support the channel. I like to support what he's doing. So I went out and I bought him this gimbal, and this is just a little test. I don't know how to test a gimbal. Anyway, I never used a camera, let alone a gimbal. You put a hockey stick in my hand and a jar of maple syrup gold seal in the other hand, then we can talk. But cameras and gimbals, well, that's his job. But I thought I'd test it out. I'm just walking home, and before I give it to him, I thought I'd just see, and maybe I go home and I'll watch this and make sure that it's not so shaky. And well, if there's anybody out there, man, then maybe you could tell me. Maybe you could tell me if it's shaky like the other day. Well, I tried to watch it. I thought I had about 3 or 4 Labatt 50 beers. You know what I'm saying? It turns out I hadn't been drinking at all. It was him that was drinking in the morning. But it looks a little bit smoother to me here. Oh, nice and smooth. Mark, thanks a lot, man. Now I won't be able to answer any of your questions today unless someone wants to ask me something real quick about hockey. But this live stream, it's not going to last more than a few minutes. I just really want to test it. Let me see if I can test what it looks like here if I point the camera down the street down there. Well, I'll tell you, it looks pretty smooth to me. Now, if you don't know Canadian Chris, that's me, and if you've been around this channel for a while, well, you probably know who I am. I like I said, I don't really like this YouTube stuff, but sometimes he makes me come in the odd video, and being a guy, I like to help him out, and so. He'll interrupt me when I'm watching Wendell Clark highlights. If you saw the 1,000 subscriber giveaway contest on the channel, then you'd know who I am, but otherwise you probably don't know. And that's all right, I like to keep it that way. I like to be pretty low key, you might find me out at Tim Hortons every now and again, or maybe down at Bangkok Poutine. Well, where are you now? That's not a hockey question, but I can tell you the answer to that one. I'm on Soy 23, just in front of my house here. That's my building up here. That's where Chris and I live. Well, the other Chris, like I was saying to you. Oh, look at this. How many teeth you have missing? Well, wouldn't you like to know, eh? Wouldn't you just like to know how many teeth I got missing? Well, I ain't telling you. But more than 2, I can tell you that much. Oh, look at them having a little bit of whiskey. So, like I said, this is just a short little test before I go home and give this gimbal to Chris. He'll be real happy. He'll be real happy. And he said he'd never live stream again. He was so upset about not having this gimbal or whatever you call it. So it being his birthday and all today, I thought I'd go out and get him one. I went up to the Fortune Town. There's this place in Bangkok that sells all kind of gadgets and things that he'd know all about. So I'll go home now and I'll check it out. I'll see if the footage is smooth. But apparently, Mark Jeffs was out there. He was telling me the footage was smooth. So I believe him. Why would he go lying to me, right? Oh yeah, well you could drop a comment below. I'm sure he'll watch it. He's always in there, you know. Head's so full of himself now on YouTube and whatnot. And he's out now making another video for you. I think something about 25,000 subscribers. There's really 25,000 of you out there that watch that guy. I can't believe that, man. But I'm sure if you drop a comment below after the live stream, I'm sure he'll see it and appreciate it. He really likes all you guys. Yeah, you guys are his favorites, you know. Well, maybe we cross over the street here and we take a look at the goldfish. Do you want to see some goldfish out there? Well, there's the goldfish. And that's about it. I told you I'm not going to do too much here. This isn't my gig. You know, it's summertime. There's no hockey. But I'll tell you what did happen today was there was an ice hockey draft, you know, where they pick all the best young kids and we see who's going to come up onto, well, we like to see who's going to come up on the Maple Leafs and continue on in our losing tradition and whatnot. So on that note, I'll sign off. I'll go home and watch this test and we'll see if Chris is happy about this. So thanks all for your comments here. I guess that's what we're supposed to say here on YouTube or whatnot. But, yeah, thanks a lot, eh?